name is Pat Wilkins, and I'm the founder and executive director of Basics International.
My name is Allotey Bruce Konuah, and I'm a programs director of Basics International.
I was inspired to start Basics after coming to Accra, or coming to Ghana. And firsthand, I was able to see children on the streets that were not going to school, despite myself reading about that children were going to school and children were speaking English. I met a small girl by the name of Akosia, and she did not have access to school due to financial reasons. And I wanted to help, and I extended my help to her. But her caretaker, who I believe was her mother, didn't allow her to go to school. And eventually, she agreed, and I went out to buy all sorts of things to send her to school, but the next day she was sent away. But from there I learned that there were so many children like Akosia who was not accessing school due to financial reasons, or they were being held back, and we found out that this young girl was not the biological child of this woman, but rather a servant to the person. And that's why she was being neglected to go to school. Primarily, our goal is to give school sponsorship, financial means for a child to go to school. But once we're able to give the financial support, our goal is to keep them in school. So we created a social intervention center to make sure that they stay in school once we give them means of going to school. So children come here after school for an after-school center.
After-school center, arts and crafts, learning, homework assistance,
Computer.
Feeding program, music program, maybe sports, learning to play the guitar, the piano.
And we've had NYU volunteers that have just brought an eclectic group
Array of skills.
Of course, we've had Eli, who's helped us build a recording studio. We've had Ashley, who's organized a Girl Speak Out all-women's concert fundraiser and had some of the top artists of Ghana perform. We had one volunteer that did a garden, an urban garden. So yes, and we had a drama group that was performed by NYU volunteers. So NYU volunteers have been very valuable. Creating this hub is not an alternative to education, but we feel that it's an incentive to their education. So we kind of engage them in things that they enjoy doing, which is music. The Creative Hub would also include screen printing. It will include woodwork, anything creative we want under dance and music, because this is where the young people are listening to right now. They like music, they like creative things, and I think that if we are engaging that and we're giving them those options, then it's a win-win situation. This is a fishing community. This is a thriving community of people who are struggling every day to make ends meet. And it's just always something going on. There's a lot of traditions and cultures going on. And so volunteers come here and they may say, I'm coming to volunteer at Basics, but maybe just walking to the roadside to get transportation, they may bump into a funeral, or they may go to an outdooring, or they might see a tradition of many golf festivals that go on in this community.
Sometimes some of the children would take them home and introduce them to their families and all sorts. Take them to the seaside to go and pull in the nets after a fishing expedition.
I think coming into a different culture, I think that any volunteer should be open-minded. But I think that instead of also looking at what you can do to a project or for a project, you should also look at what the project can do for you, because as a university student, this is another step in your life and it's a learning experience. But I think that your commitment and your contribution will be something that will take with you for a lifetime, whether it's in your heart or whether it's on your resume.
And the attitude of trying to save Africa sometimes should go out of the window and come with an open heart. Because whatever it is, whatever situation it is, there's something that you should be able to take back. And the funny thing is that once you've been here, your life is not going to be the same again.
What